Okay, so today we're diving into something called gray divorce. It's about the dissolution of long-term marriages, specifically for couples aged 50 and older.
Right.
We've got a really interesting set of sources here looking at what happens when, till death do us part, kind of gets a rethink later in life.
Yeah, maybe after retirement or around then.
And what's really kind of wild about this group is this statistical paradox. So overall divorce rates in the US, they're actually falling.
Which you hear about, yeah.
But then you look at people 65 and older, and their divorce rate has almost tripled since the 1990s.
Tripled. That's significant.
It really is. So today, more than 1 out of every 3 divorces involves adults, 50 plus. They even get called silver splitters sometimes.
Right. So I guess our mission today, for you listening, is to dig into that really nuanced question at the heart of this.
Yeah.
Is splitting up later in life actually better?
Yeah, is it better?
And we're not aiming for a simple yes or no here. Our sources make it pretty clear that any success is, well, conditional.
Conditional.
It seems to really depend on things like personal resources, definitely financial preparedness, and emotional resilience.
Okay, let's unpack why it's happening more now then. What's unique to this age group?
Well, a big driver seems to be just increased longevity.
Right. People are living longer, healthier lives.
Exactly. So if you're, say, in your early 60s and unhappy, you're not just thinking about toughing it out for a few more years.
No, you could be looking at 20, maybe 30 more years.
Precisely. And that really creates a powerful push to actually seek happiness.
Right.
Rather than just, endure an unfulfilling marriage through retirement.
That makes sense. And I saw the empty nest mentioned too as a catalyst.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge factor. When the kids leave home,
The buffer's gone.
yeah, all those daily distractions, the focus on parenting that may be masked underlying issues for decades even, it disappears.
And then couples are left looking at each other thinking, now what?
Exactly. They might find they don't have enough common ground left to build that next chapter together. And we also have to talk about societal shifts, particularly the empowerment of women.
How so?
Well, older women today often have much more economic independence, more financial reserves than, say, their mother's generation did.
Okay, so they have more options.
Right. And that means they're actually more likely to be the ones initiating these gray divorces, often citing things like years of just emotional disconnect or sometimes abuse, sadly.
It sounds like, though, that even with more financial independence, the actual act of divorcing late in life is incredibly complex financially.
So it is.
I mean, you're dividing decades of accumulated stuff, assets, pensions, maybe a house.
Untangling all that 401ks, property, retirement funds. It's messy for these silver splitters. And it often leaves both people financially strained.
Okay, strained. But is it equal?
No. And this is where the consequences get really starkly gendered.
Okay.
So while men might experience, say, a 20, maybe 21% drop in their standard of living after the divorce.
Right, which is still a hit.
It's a hit, yeah. But for women, a woman's standard of living is often nearly halved.
Wait, halved? As in cut by 50%?
Pretty much, yeah. Nearly halved.
Wow. That disparity is shocking, especially when you think these are assets built up together over decades.
It is stark, and the data backs it up quite strongly. The poverty rate for divorced women aged 63 and older, it sits at about 27%.
27%?
Yeah, which is higher than for any other group in that age category. Married, widowed, never married, anyone.
Okay, that really underscores the financial preparedness point you made earlier. If it's going to be better, you absolutely need that foundation.
Essential. Absolutely essential.
And the impact isn't just financial, right? What about the rest of the family? You, the adult children.
Huge ripple effect, yeah. For you, as the adult child, our sources suggest you might feel a really unique kind of grief.
Mourning the family unit you always knew.
Exactly. Losing that stable structure, the traditions, and sometimes there's even a potential role reversal.
How do you mean?
Adult kid might find themselves needing to step in, provide emotional support, maybe even financial help to a parent who's struggling post-divorce.
Okay. So it puts a strain on the next generation too.
Definitely can. Grandchildren might also feel the loss, mourning those established family rituals, holidays, things like that.
So bringing it all back then, a gray divorce is only really better under certain conditions.
That seems to be the clear takeaway. Success hinges on, yes, intense financial preparedness.
Got that one loud and clear.
Robust emotional resilience
Yeah.
to handle the grief, the loss, the change.
Right.
And actively building or having a strong social support network, because isolation can be a real risk afterward.
Okay. So the final thought then for you listening. If the stress of a grade divorce, both the money side and the emotional side, often ends up impacting adult children, forcing you into maybe new caregiving roles, making you question your own relationships perhaps, what strategic steps should you maybe be considering right now?
Yeah, thinking ahead.
To sort of shore up your own financial stability, your own emotional independence, just to make sure you're prepared should your parents' relationship face this kind of late life challenge?
That's a really important question to reflect on. Something definitely worth exploring for yourself.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please take a second to like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me.